What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Crypto Sherpa live channel where I read you those cryptocurrency news articles so you don't have to. And I'm back. Yes, I made it back from California. I made only one video yesterday going over Divi, what's been going on there. I was just way too exhausted to do an actual crypto news article, get caught up, what's going on with the week. And yeah, today's video, I didn't even find any old articles. These are all most recent news, so I will not be covering anything that happened last week. But yeah, we have a lot of crypto exchange news articles to go over. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I guess there was rumors of FTX doing the payouts to theirs. Binance X CEO or creator CZ was released, and then what else we got? Trump's World Liberty Finance app. You can actually get started and do a pre-KYC if you want to give it a try later. So yeah, lots of stuff, and then a couple other news articles, some about XRP, some about SUI, and then some crypto billionaire moving away. So yeah, we got lots of news to cover today. So let's just dive right on in. So first up, we have the FTX creditors will not receive $16 billion today. So I guess there's a lot of news out there. People thinking they're going to get paid out, refunded for everything they lost, but looks like that's not happening. So let's go through this article and learn a little bit more about it. So one of yesterday's trending news stories on X was a supposed reminder that today, September 30th, would be the day that FTX bankruptcy creditors would receive approximately $16 billion. Like many breaking headlines on X, however, that is entirely untrue. Now, posts about the supposed payouts and the ostensible distribution of FTT liquidity earned hundreds of thousands of impressions and thousands of likes, undeterred by fact checkers. Now, traders bid up the price of FTX's proprietary token, FTT, from less than $1.40 or $1.40 on Saturday to a high of $2.71 on Sunday. Now, although FTX's bankruptcy estate has announced plans to make distributions during the fourth quarter, there are no distributions happening this week. So it still will be rolling out, still will be happening, but it's not happening today. Now, the next earliest date that the distribution could occur would be after the bankruptcy plan and confirmation hearing on October 7th in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for District of Delaware. So we have until at least October 7th to find out. So that's only 6 days. 6 days? No, yeah, today is October 1st. So 6 more days away. And that is going to happen again in the District of Delaware. Now, here is the tweet that was really pumping it, really. So FTT pumped 115% in the last 24 hours. The reason behind this pump is that the news started to come that FTX distribution will start tomorrow, but there is no valid source for this news. So look at that pump that happened because of it. So whoever did that was definitely made a 2xer in their money. But FTX to repay in full with interest, but there's a catch. As Protos noted in a previous fact check, if that court confirms FTX's Chapter 11 bankruptcy plan next week, that confirmation might allow FTX to repay approximately 98% of customers and unsecured creditors in full with interest using a USD calculation for all crypto assets prices as of November 11, 2022. So it's not going to be going off of current prices, but where it was back in November of 2022 when this all happened. So that means, sadly, a price of just $16,871 per Bitcoin and similarly dismissal power raise for altcoins. So that's kind of rough when Bitcoin is currently at 60,061. We had another dip from like a high 64, 65 this week. But no, they're going to be repaid at the price of $16,000. So it sounds like Mt. Gox all over again. Now, although creditors have blamed the estate for breathless touting what they claim to be a full recovery with interest, that is nothing of the sort. Calculations based on November 11th, 2022 price abide by the court's rules. Now, for historical context, Sam Bankman-Fried's giant crypto exchange FTX collapsed in November of 2022 due to multiple executives' fraud and theft of customer deposits. 5 senior leaders have pleaded guilty to U.S. criminal charges, and 2 have already received multi-year prison sentences. I think one of them was that one girl that was just doing all this stuff with everybody. Is that Alama's her name? I forgot. No, Caroline Ellis, that was her name. She was sentenced for 2 years out there. But within hours of its demise, a cleanup crew of executives led by Enron's post-bankruptcy expert John J. Ray III overtook control and began assessing the wreckage. Fast forward to today, and a bull market in crypto, plus untold hours of negotiations and legal proceedings, have allowed FTX to recover most of its USD cost basis as of its November 11, 2022 bankruptcy. Now, payouts to most FTX customers who file relatively small claims could occur sometime this month, pending the outcome of court proceedings on October 7th, and claimants should refer to the official bankruptcy website and carefully fact-check social media claims, such as yesterday's inaccurate claim that FTX would be paying out $16 billion. So a lot of creditors aren't getting paid out, and it's just it will happen, but at lower prices. So, sorry if you're expecting to pay out because you're a part of the FTX debacle and everything, but that will not happen. But maybe in a couple days. So, just keep a lookout. Check official pages out there, and so that is our first news article we got on FTX. Now, what else is going on in crypto exchange space and news? Oh, yeah. So Gemini is leaving Canada. Oh, they are oot, as Canadians would say it. But this article is coming from Cointelegraph, and Gemini's exit from Canada. What's driving crypto exchanges out of there? Well, Gemini's exit came just a few days after the Canadian Securities Administrator released an update to crypto trading firms about stablecoins. So, Now, on September 30th, cryptocurrency exchange Gemini, founded by Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, notified its Canadian users that it would be shutting down its operations in Canada. The unexpected move has triggered many questions about the reasons behind Gemini's exit, and at the same time, Canadian authorities have been tightening regulations on the crypto industry, prompting several exchanges to withdraw from the market. Now, what are Canada's new crypto regulations, and why have some exchanges decided to leave the market? Well, this article explores the key factors behind these developments. So the CSA extends compliance deadline to December 31st now. So Gemini's exit came just a few days after the Canadian Securities Administration released an update to the crypto trading platform on September 26th regarding stablecoins, referred to as valued reference crypto assets, or VRCAs, as you will see it right here, and also in a couple articles. Now, in the update, the regulator once again extended the deadline by which CTPs would no longer be allowed to offer stablecoins that do not comply with applicable terms and conditions by the CSA. Now, after initially requesting exchanges comply by April 30th, 2024, the CSA moved the deadline to October 31st, citing technical issues in compliance. Now, subsequently, the regulator notified the public to another deadline extension on September 26th, requesting that the CTPs comply by December 31st now. Here is that tweet from them that they're providing the news. We're providing updates at crypto assets, trading platforms, and everything else. Now, the extension aims to provide more time for CTPs to either comply with the terms and conditions of the registration or the pre-registration undertaking or the purpose of alternatives to address investors' protection and concerns. The CSA wrote that it added that even if a specific VRCA meets the terms and conditions of any applicable registration, exemptive relief decision, or a PRU, it does not mean that the CSA approves or endorses the VRCA and endorses its safety, or that it's compliant with Canadian security laws. Now, Cointelegraph approached the CSA to provide a list of approved VRCAs in Canada, but did not receive a response by the time of this publication. Now, the CSA initially restricted the trading of stablecoins in December of 2022, claiming that stablecoins may be categorized as securities or derivatives. The authority then clarified it may allow trading of certain stablecoins subject to terms and conditions, including transparency and qualified custodian services. Now, what crypto firms are allowed to do business in Canada? Let's find out. According to the CSA's official records, at least 12 exchanges are currently authorized to provide services in the country, with decisions from local regulators intact. Now, those exchanges include BitBuy Technologies, Coinbase Canada, Coinberry, Fidelity Clearing Canada, Netcoins, Newton Crypto, ShakePay, Wealthsimple, Investments, and others. Now, the CSA also provides a list of crypto firms that have filed for the PRUs, including exchanges such as ByteX, Crypto.com, DigiFinex, Gemini, Kraken, NDAX, StatStreet, and Uphold. So, looks like Gemini did file for it, but looks like they're just dipping out. Now, crypto trading platforms and the regulation and enforcement actions in Canada as of October 1st. Let's see. So they authorized and BitBuy. So this is just a list that we just went over and talked about. Just everything: ShakePay, Virgo, Wealth, and a couple others. But filing a PRU does not mean a platform will be granted registration. The CSA noted that adding the PRU still contained important investor protection commitments from any unregistered crypto asset trading platform. Additionally, the CSA also provided a list of crypto firms that were banned in certain jurisdictions in Canada. The list called banned crypto trading platforms include companies like Catalyx, CoinX Global, KuCoin, PolonioX.com, and Liquidity. Now, KuCoin's been kind of on a downward trend in the crypto usage. I believe it's out of the top 20 now, because ever since they've made people do KYCs, it just people didn't want to do it anymore. It's like, oh, you want to know what I'm doing with my cryptos? No, thank you. So they kind of fled KuCoin. But Coinbase did push for presence in Canada in 2024. While Gemini decided to leave Canada, some exchanges such as Coinbase have been actively working to boost local presences. Now, in April 2024, Coinbase publicly announced plans to introduce a stablecoin tied to the Canadian dollar on its platform. The company previously secured a restricted dealer license in Canada, allowing it to operate there. Now, here's that tweet from Coinbase Assets saying we're increasing transparency and whatnot. Are they really making it transparent? I don't know. But Coinbase's entrance to Canada came just about a month before major rival Binance officially announced its departure from the country in May of 2023, and Binance specifically cited issues brought by the CSA's rules that require the exchange to file for the PRU and comply with new restrictions. Now, several other crypto companies include OKX, DYDX, and Paxos and Bybit also decided to exit Canada in 2023 amid changes in the regulatory environment. Social media users speculated that the departure of exchanges like Binance could be linked to their use of stablecoins as main trading pairs. Others suggested that the departures could be due to the use of Tether's USDT and the now defunct stablecoin Binance USD. Now, while many have linked USDT to regulatory issues in Canada, there is currently no official ban on the stablecoin's use in the country. However, USDT is not allowed as part of the restricted dealer license. According to a statement by Netcoins, major operating exchanges like Kraken and Coinbase delisted USDT from their Canadian platform in 2023. So that's how they were able to get by. But no, so lots of people are fleeing Canada because, these rules, they just don't make sense. It's like, I guess we're all push for it, but I guess it really all has to do with stablecoins out there. They just don't like it. But so that's Gemini leaving Canada news. But so that's that. Let's see, what else do we got for you? Oh yeah, like I said, Trump's World Liberty Finance is almost here. So if you want to get if you want to give it a tryout, go for it. The website is worldlibertyfinancial.com. That's the official one. It's coming soon. Get ready to be defiant. You can begin KYC verification now. Basically, link your crypto wallet. I think they had like Coinbase wallet, Ledger wallet, and MetaMask for it. And let me do that. And then let's see. So you just gotta click on I Live in USA, link your wallet, do a KYC, and you're done. And then hopefully you're getting early access to it. So if you want to give Trump's platform a try, here's where you got to go: worldlibertyfinance.com. But let's move on to our next article about the old Binance CEO owner Shengpen Zhao is released. So Binance founder Shengpen Zhao is free after 4 months in prison. He is one wealthy man. Let's see. According to the Bloomberg report, Shengpen Zhao, otherwise known as CZ, co-founder and former CEO of Binance, was released from a U.S. correctional facility on Friday, September 27th. CZ, who was sentenced to 4 months in prison in April 2024, was originally supposed to regain his freedom on Sunday, the 29th of September. As reported by The Bitcoinist, federal guidelines allow inmates to be released early if their official release date falls on a weekend. Now, the Bureau of Prisons may release an inmate whose release date falls on a Saturday, Sunday, or legal holiday on the last proceedings weekday, and a Federal Bureau of Prisons policy statements. Now, why was CZ in prison for 4 months? If you forgot, let's find out. In November 2023, Zhao pleaded guilty to failing to implement an effective anti-money laundering program as CEO of Binance, the world's largest exchange. Now, after Binance agreed to cooperate and with a settlement of $4.3 billion, its former CEO was also charged with a personal $50 million fine. Now, as part of the agreement with the United States Justice Department, CZ left his role as a CEO and will not occupy any future executive position at the exchange. Now, the Binance co founder was replaced by Richard Tang, the former head regulator for the Abu Dhabi global market. Besides admitting to infringement of anti money laundering guidelines, Zhao's guilty plea also included unlicensed money transmitting and sanctions violations. The prosecutors wrote in the sentencing memo, Zhao knew that his decision was not to be implemented and an effective AML program would result in Binance facilitating transactions between U.S. users and users in Iran and other sanctioned countries and regions in violation of U.S. law. Now, during CZ's hearing, the prosecutors asked the court to pass a 36-month jail sentence to Binance's co-founder to reflect the seriousness of the offense. However, Judge Richard Jones reduced the sentence to 4 months, stating that there was no proof of Zhao's knowledge of illegal activities at his company. So, yeah, that's why he was in prison for 4 months, but he's still a very wealthy man. Like, it was like very slap on the wrist type of fee that he had to pay. But what is next for the Binance co-founder? Well, as earlier mentioned, CZ agreed to pay $50 million in a personal fine after pleading guilty to charges brought against him. But nonetheless, the CEO's fortune has been barely impacted by the case, as his new net worth is still estimated at over $60 billion. So again, like I said, he is still a very wealthy man. Now, it remains to be seen what the Binance co-founder's next endeavor will be, especially after being prohibited from taking an executive role for the exchange. It is worth noting, though, that Zhao pledged in his partying message to remain a passive investor and holder in crypto. Additionally, CZ revealed before his sentencing plans to build an educational platform named Giggle Academy. Giggle Academy is aimed to making basic education free and accessible to the underprivileged kids around the world. So let's see if he builds that. But yeah, so that's CZ's out of prison. He's still a rich man, but it looks like he's going to try to help kids around the world stay educated. So that's the Binance CEO news. But let's move on to actual Binance exchange news, in which let my article load up because I believe they're getting full regulation in Argentina. Yes, Binance is now fully available in Argentina after a VASP registration. Binance becomes fully operational in Argentina after securing the registration with the country's securities and regulators. So Argentinians, you can now use Binance. So crypto exchange Binance has announced that its mobile and web applications is now fully available to use in Argentina after it was registered as an official crypto service provider in the country. In an announcement shared with Cointelegraph, Binance highlighted that it had been incorporated into the Argentine Virtual Asset Service Provider registry of the National Securities Commission. The exchange said that this is its 20th registration with regulators worldwide. This follows its registration in Kazakhstan, India, and Indonesia. On September 9th, Binance subsidiary Tokyo Crypto received its official license from Indonesia's Commodity Futures Trading and Regulatory Agency. But yeah, Argentinian users can now fully access Binance. The announcement highlighted that the registration allows the company to offer its full suite of services to users in Argentina. According to Binance, its mobile application and website are now fully available to Argentinian users. Binance's head of Latin America, Guillermo Nazar, said in the announcement that the company supports forward-looking regulation and believes it would ensure that the industry's adoption continues safely. The executive also said that the company sees Argentina as an important market, Nazar explained. Now, Argentina is a key market for Binance. We will continue to work closely with the authorities to develop the industry in the most sustainable and secure way for the benefit of the crypto community and the society as a whole. Now, the executive also highlighted that compliance is a key part of its strategy. Nazar said that they believe that this would allow them to contribute to the development of local and global standards for protecting users. Now, also, we just already covered this article on former Binance CEO walked away from prison free, and yeah, he's out of it, so we don't really need to cover that little tidbit right there. But yeah, so Argentinians, way to start using Binance if you want. I personally prefer using Caleb Brown for my crypto purchases and sells out there, and you need to do some trades out there. But Yeah, because they don't want to custody your crypto. Binance, they still want to at least custody it. But yeah, if you want a good platform, sign for Kevin Brown. Use my link down below. See a little logo I have right there. They are one of our sponsors of this video. So yeah, I believe that's all of our crypto exchange news now. Though, yeah. So finally, that was a lot of crypto exchange stuff. FTX is not paying now. Gemini is leaving Canada. Binance ex-CEO has left prison, and now Binance users in Argentinians can now use Binance. So that is all the exchange news we got. And now let's move on to some crypto token news, specifically Sui. Like Sui just launched a bridge on the mainnet connecting Ethereum and Sui. So yeah, so probably some Ethereum money will be flowing over to the Sui blockchain. Not so much vice versa, but yeah, let's learn a little bit about this. I heard Ivan on Tech talk about it. The Sui Foundation, and once I can close the little pop-up ad, there we go. The Sui Foundation has introduced the Sui Bridge on mainnet, enabling secure asset transfers between the Ethereum and Sui network. This bridge focuses on simplifying the movement of assets across chains, starting with Ether and wrapped Ether. Now, Sui's rolls out its bridge for asset transfer between Ethereum and Sui. According to the foundation and its blog post, the launch of the Sui bridge is a key step in Sui's efforts to improve interoperability within the Web3 ecosystem. Now, by offering an in-house solution, the bridge enhances connectivity between decentralized finance and applications on both Ethereum and Sui, facilitating smoother asset transfers. So I guess they're going to try to make it nice and smooth, but Sui operates as a layer 1 blockchain, addressing scalability and performance and challenges in Web3. The layer 1 employs parallel transactions processing and a distinct objective-centric data model. And the Move programming language to boost security, designed for high-throughput applications. Sui aims to deliver rapid finality, low latency, and horizontal scalability to accommodate a range of use cases. Now, unlike third-party solutions like Wormhole, the Sui bridge relies on the network's validators for security, ensuring that transactions receive the same protection as other on-chain operations within the Sui ecosystem. Currently, the bridge supports ETH and wrapped ETH transfers, with plans to expand its capabilities and asset range in the future updates. Now, according to the Sui Foundation, the interface is designed for ease of use, allowing participants to connect their Ethereum and Sui wallets and choose a token to transfer and initiate the bridge process. Most tokens are automatically sent to recipients on Sui through in rare instances, and the Foundation said that some users may need to manually claim their tokens. Now, looking ahead, the Sui Foundation plans to expand the bridge functionality to accommodate a wider array of assets and use cases. Liquidity will also transition from exiting wrapped ETH-USDC pools to ETH-USDC pools. Now, this is reflecting Sui's ongoing evolution in the decentralized finance landscape, and the Foundation also expressed gratitude to early testers for their valuable feedback, which helped redefine the user experience. Now, this coin really came out of nowhere. I never got any back in the day, but I always saw articles pop up for this, and then it just wasn't most recently. It's again, the gaming platform too now. What didn't they partner with a UFC or something for some game that's going to go on their handheld gaming system? And I think it was today or yesterday, they literally just passed the top 20 mark, or they made it into the top 20, literally just surpassing Litecoin now. So don't like that they passed my favorite coin, Litecoin. I always love that coin. But hey, so who knows how far Sui can go? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this is some good news for that. And definitely more money will definitely inflow into it because of this. So yeah, so that is our Sui news. What else do we have? We got some XRP ETF news. Will it happen? I don't know, but it looks like Bitwise files for the XRP ETF following Bitcoin Ethereum approvals. Bitwise aims to launch an XRP ETF confirming to Decrypt that the filing with the state of Delaware is legitimate. Bitwise hopes to launch another major cryptocurrency exchange-traded fund, confirming to Decrypt that an application for an XRP fund has been filed with the state of Delaware and it is legitimate. This application to launch the ETF based on XRP, the 7th largest cryptocurrency by market cap, comes following Securities and Exchange Commission approvals of Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs from various firms earlier this year. Now, ETFs are a popular investment vehicle that trade on stock exchanges and give investors exposure to the underlying asset. The crypto ETFs approved in the US this year have been hugely popular, bringing billions of dollars in inflows and over a short period of time. No joke. They literally, for the Bitcoin ETF alone, they acquired at least 1 million Bitcoin within 3 months. So That coin's getting gobbled up, and not so much sure about how they'll do with it with XRP. There's so many of that token, but these guys aren't. I don't believe are the first ones to file for an XRP, or was it Grayscale? I know they did it, set up an XRP trust in hopes to eventually later on go into an ETF. But yeah, let's continue with this article though. The San Francisco, California-based Bitwise is a crypto asset manager that offers clients a number of investment funds. Bitwise confirmed that the filing is real, but told Decrypt that it wouldn't comment on a fund that is in a filing stage. XRP was created by the founders of Ripple, a fintech company that wants to speed up cross-border payments, and the cryptocurrency and the company now operate separately. Now, it isn't guaranteed that the SEC will approve an XRP ETF after clashing with Ripple in a long legal battle for years, and the SEC hit Ripple with a $1.3 billion lawsuit in 2020, alleging that the company sold unregistered securities in the form of XRP to investors to raise funds. Now, last year, Ripple scored a partial court win against the SEC when a judge ruled the pragmatic sales of XRP to retail investors did not qualify as securities. That was a win for XRP, guys. Now, while the judge also said that the $728 million worth of contracts for institutional sales did not constitute unregistered security sales, but the ruling sent shockwaves through the industry and was widely interpreted as a victory for the crypto industry. Now, the price of XRP is now at 61 cents, just 3% over the last 7 days right now. But we'll see how it affects the price right now because of this news. I'm sure a lot of XRP fans are really happy for it. So there you go on those holders out there. But that is our potential XRP ETF by Bitwise news. Now let's move on to an interesting one where Indonesia is trying to revamp collecting postal stamps now, but they're using NFTs to do it. So they're trying to get NFTs have been like on a downward trend lately if you haven't looked at the markets and everything. But it looks like now they are like linking a stamp collection with an NFT. So let's go through this article. Indonesia Postal Service launches NFT stamps. Indonesia's state-owned postal service has launched a physical postage stamp with an NFT counterpart. So, wonder what stamp it is. The Pos Indonesia, the state-owned postal service of Indonesia, has introduced its first-ever postage stamps with non-fungible tokens counterparts, combining traditional with technology. In an announcement on its Instagram page, Pos Indonesia revealed the release of its inaugural NFT stamp featuring Senderwash, meaning bird of paradise. The NFT stamp will have a physical version and an NFT counterpart. The collective will also be released as a booklet. So is this a stamp right here? Guess it is. Now, the new stamps merge traditional values with blockchain innovation, a combination that may attract enthusiasts according to the Postal Service. This move aligns with Indonesia's increasing involvement in the Web3 space. On March 28th, Indonesian financial authorities announced plans to launch a regulatory sandbox for crypto assets in early of 2025 and are aimed to prevent fraud. Now, NFTs have reached the lowest monthly volume since 2021. Like I said earlier, it's pretty low for NFTs. But Indonesia's introduction of an NFT postage stamps comes at a time when interest in digital collectibles is waning. In September, NFTs hit their lowest monthly sales volume since January of 2021. CryptoSlam data showed that NFTs had a volume of $296 million in the month, marking a 20% decline from August and an 81% drop from March. Now, when NFT sales peaked at 1.6 billion, the number of NFT transactions also saw a decline in September to 4.9 million to 7.3 million in August, a 32% decrease. Now, postage stamps as NFTs, really? Like, whatever you want to be sending emails, but you need an NFT postage stamps to send it? That'd be pretty funny. But NFT stamps are entirely new. In 2021 and 2022, organizations attempted to revive interest in stamp collecting worldwide by incorporating NFTs, and organizations in the United Arab Emirates, Austria, and the Netherlands launched efforts to combine blockchain technology with traditional stamp collecting. On June 17, 2022, the UAE celebrated the 50th anniversary of its foundation by launching the world's most expensive modern post stamp. The stamp contained 1 gram of gold and came with an NFT version. Now, that one seems good to have because at least you're getting gold with it. And then we have on September 23rd, 2022, Cointelegraph spoke with the Netherlands Post NL and the Austrian Post Office at the Blockchain Expo in Amsterdam to learn about their efforts to use NFTs to revive stamp collecting. The two organizations had partnered to release postage stamps with NFT counterparts. So this isn't new out there for us creating stamps with an NFT counterpart. So it's been happening everywhere, but this looks like Indonesia is the one that's doing it next. So, so that's a little bit of NFT news going out there. And then lastly in the news, we got some crypto billionaire fleeing the UK because of taxes and moving to Switzerland's Bitcoin haven, Lugano. So yes, let's go through this article. They're looking with a suitcase. But yeah, who's the billionaire? It is Christian Angermeyer, a leading crypto billionaire, also recently hit the news as he quit the UK for Switzerland. Where he moved to? It's Lugano. His move is in response to tax reforms put forward by the UK that are designed to disrupt the arrangements long enjoyed by non-domiciled or non-dom residents who can pay little or no tax on offshore wealth. However, one of the most powerful crypto billionaires does this in a trend among super rich people to find friendlier tax domiciles as the UK is ramping up its regulations on offshore wealth tribulations. So I guess he's not the only one doing it. But why has Christian Angermeyer left the UK? Well, Angermeyer had been a resident of London for more than a decade, using the non-dom tax status, which enables wealthy foreigners to avoid paying taxes on the overseas income, while residents in UK, however, news that the UK government was planning to reduce this tax-exempt period from 15 years to 4, as well as they possibly cut inheritance tax breaks for assets in offshore trusts. And this gave the crypto billionaire a pause. He was like, whoa, nope, I'm not going to do that. Now, Angermeyer knew exactly what he was talking about and pulled no punches, calling the changes a huge mistake that would end up doing more damage to the UK financially than Brexit did. Now, meanwhile, wealthy individuals are now planning their escape from the UK, alarmed at what they see as the onset of dramatically higher tax levels. Angermeyer's move as a crypto billionaire is being seen as the severe end of the financial squeeze, and that could see more departures from the UK from UK's wealthy community due to regulatory pressures, Solana's defense mechanism fork. Now, Switzerland is the new haven for crypto billionaires. Switzerland, and more specifically Lugano, is fast becoming a home to crypto billionaires like Angermeyer due to the city is a haven for Bitcoiners. It has a favorable regulatory regime, and people there can easily use Bitcoin and Tether in daily activities. There are more than 250 merchants that accepted the crypto in Lugano and hosted an annual Plan B forum, which has further cemented its reputation of leading digital currency city in the world. Now, combine this with how crypto billionaires like Angermeyer has capitalized on the panic from the pandemic, and you have the perfect recipe for pouring money into a developing blockchain. Not to mention digital assets, while his family office, Apparone Investment Group, which targets biotech, psychedelics, and crypto ventures from Yearling, though Mezane will continue to operate from London, his personal move to Switzerland marks that he has gravitating toward a more crypto-friendly jurisdiction. Now, the impact on the UK's financial landscape, this could be pretty rough. This week, Angermeyer and several of his crypto billionaire friends vacating the UK all at once presents a bigger challenge to its financial ecosystem. Although the UK is introducing rules, it says it will protect consumers and measures to balance innovation with safeguards for customers. A spat of rich residents leaving could dent its claim to be the leading global financial center. So yeah, when you got the billionaires leaving, you can't be the leader in that financial sector. So Now, under the new tax measures, the UK government is expected to raise a lot of money, but if wealthy people such as crypto billionaires continue to immigrate, they may not get the new money. However, the departure of leading figures like Angermeyer may potentially hamper the UK's fast-growing crypto sector, which has experienced significant growth over the last few years. In conclusion, Christian Angermeyer moves to Switzerland is the poster child example of where crypto meets wealth and regulatory framework. A tax titan in the land of cryptocurrency, his choice of the country is a powerful demonstration of how tax policy can still shape the flow of global capitalization and why it is important for governments to address profit shifting head-on. With its crypto-friendly status, Switzerland is the go-to choice for many uber-wealthy investors looking to escape taxes and gain regulatory clarity. While the UK's crown as a hub for wealthy investors risks slipping away, however, it is worth keeping an eye on Angermeyer since his exit could point to a bigger shift in sentiment as more high net worth individuals and crypto billionaires continue to seek out alternative jurisdictions that are more in line with their money and businesses. So yeah, we just got to keep an eye on that and see if we do see more billionaires flee the UK, because why wouldn't they? Like, they're trying to get their money from it. It's like, well, no, let's not do that. I want to keep most of my money. I don't want to pay that. So yeah, billionaires are going to be leaving. They're probably going to Switzerland. Because yeah, I remember always covering a couple of articles. Even when I first started this crypto channel, like I saw that Uganda had like a summer Bitcoin class for schooling where they taught kids about it. And yeah, then more news came out about like the merchants accepting Bitcoin and Tether payments. So yeah, Switzerland may be a country to look at. They've always been in the major, like what was the main thing that Swiss had for the banking system, the money system? I can't remember right now, but yeah, so I'm still a little jet lagged from California in here, so I'm still getting used to it. But no, so that is all the news articles I have for you. Let's take a look at the fear and greed index. Where are people feeling right now? Looks like they're neutral. I think I saw an article like when I was browsing that we did get into greed territory for a little bit. That was probably when Bitcoin was at 65,000, but we're currently at a 48 neutral. Kind of reflects the price where we're at 60,000, but up at 61. Ethereum's at 2,400, Solana's 145, XRP 59 cents since I read that article, which was at 61. And again, if you scroll down, we can see Sui's spot is at number 20 now, so it just passed Litecoin, surpassing the what is that? Is that $1 billion market cap? Dang, that's crazy. But yeah, so that is all the news I have. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will separate these videos and get them online, so you don't have to watch the full video. Just click on the news article you want to listen to. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a fantastic night, and I will see you again tomorrow. Peace.